Welcome to another episode of the Flesh Blerd Air podcast. This is episode 3, The Art of Understanding Your Instruments. I am here today with Mr. Anthony A. Major Russell,
Yes, yes.
also known as A. Major Keys. Welcome, sir. Thank you for coming in.
Yes, yes. Thank you for having me, brother. Thank you. Thank you. How's it going?
Going good, going good.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so explain to everybody, how did you get into the art of music?
Whew. All right. So let's see. Where do I start? Okay. Well, first, I'm going to shout my parents out for that. So, my parents, I grew up with, of course, I grew up around the house and them playing a lot of old school music, Motown, and a lot of R&B music. So, I was one of those kids that I just took everything in, and I was just fascinated with just the sound of music. And fast forward, my cousin, he gave me this program called FL Studio, right?
Hmm.
It was called Fruity Loops at the time. But he burnt it onto a disc, the program onto a disc. And next thing you know, I just started using it and started making music. But it was always in me to produce and to take in music and stuff. So
Who would you say is your musical inspirations?
mm, I can go on, dude. I have Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson,
Yeah, that would be everybody.
Michael Jackson. I'm going to say Babyface, um, Pharrell, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, uh, Rodney Jerkins, Scott Storch. I have a long list, brother. I have a long list. Um, let's see. Teddy Riley. Yep.
And who would you model say you can like model your style after?
I'm going to say Brian Michael Cox. I'm going to say Brian Michael Cox, and I'm going to say Devontae from Jodeci. Yeah, because those guys, they play piano.
Hmm.
So I look up to a lot of people that play piano, especially in production. And then so I just take a lot of those elements and then I put it into my music. But definitely Devontae and Brian Michael Cox for sure.
Anybody that you would like to work with, or anybody that, I guess, saying that somebody that, like, oh wow, I really like this style. I really want to work with them.
Hmm. Singer or
Okay, let's say first.
producer.
Okay, single first.
Hmm. Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's not
But
happening.
if he was still here,
Yeah.
all right. So right now, I'm gonna say Tori Kelly. I'm gonna say I'll say Tori Kelly. I'm gonna say Tinashe. I don't know if
Hmm.
you heard of Tinashe. Um, uh, I would do some stuff with Beyonce, man. Like really, I work with Beyonce. I have some
Make sure you
stuff,
ask. Make sure you ask Jay Z first.
man. Forget him. No, I'm playing. No, 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 no. But yeah, Tori Kelly for sure though, and Tinashe because I like how they experiment with music. They're not scared to like experiment. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Which is important. They're not stuck in one style.
Uh,
So
what what producers would you like to work with?
mm, Brian Michael Cox,
Hmm.
Devontae from Jodeci, Babyface, of course, Um, Pharrell. Uh, who else? Who else? Who else? Um, Timberland.
Yeah, Timberland. He's
Yeah,
up there.
Tim, Timberland for sure. Uh, Kanye West. I don't care what people say. Kanye.
Of course, because a lot of people would say, "Yeah, I work with Kanye," before all the stuff happened or whatever. But
Yeah,
his work with him regardless. He's a
he
a
he's a
genius.
genius. Yeah, he's a genius. All the work that he's done, he's put in a lot of work. You know, all the classic jams that we vibe to. Uh, Let me see. One more person. I'm gonna say one more person. Scott Storch.
He got his hands in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's a keyboard player. So that's why I like him too.
So, who would you say that is somebody that you would like to work with that people don't really that person doesn't get a lot of recognition?
Hmm, that doesn't get a lot of recognition. Tori Kelly, Tori Kelly and Tinashe. I'm gonna say
Because
those
do
two.
they really not have a lot of, like, they're known but not, like, I guess, on
They
a
so
upper echelon type being known.
yeah, they're not really as known. I mean, people know them, but they're not. I feel like their music should be, be put out there like a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like Tinashe, she's been out for years, and it's kind of like it seems like she's still an up and coming artist. And Tori Kelly, she's been performing and doing stuff on movies and soundtracks, but she's still kind of like in the background. You know what I mean? She's not like your like SZA or Summer Walker where you hear them on the radio all the time.
hmm Like,
Yeah,
they don't get a lot of radio play.
yeah, they don't get the radio play, the spotlight.
But now, since we really, I mean, we still have radio, but everything's mostly Spotify, iHeartRadio.
Streaming,
Yeah.
streaming, yes, for sure.
And sometimes they don't push your stuff, depending on what your streaming numbers are.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they don't. They don't. I think now is based off of I mean, if you're like you have to perform in concerts.
hmm
You know what I mean? I think that's like the main thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because on the radio, you only hear five, what the same 10 songs
This, yeah, the same songs. It's on like a list, and it's just like a rotating circle. Just keep playing the same songs over and over.
over and over. No shame though, no shame. But
Because, like, hey, it's
yeah,
whatever is hot at that time. They're gonna keep playing the same songs. Not so much as
hmm
back to back, but you can, like,
yeah,
like, you flip to another station, you hear the same song. You hear the
it's
same
the
song, and
same
it's like it
song.
just keeps going on and on and on.
Look, Beyonce, what was it? 20, what was it? 2014, 2015, when she came out with Love on Top. That
hmm
was like the only song that you were hearing on the radio, really in rotation.
And you probably flip to a country station and you still hear it.
Hmm. That's how it is, though. I mean, hey, but she's up there though, so hey, I guess it works.
So, you're also a YouTuber, right?
Hmm. I am.
How does that work for you?
How does that work for me?
Because as long
I'm
as
gonna
I've
say
I've known you, you've put out a lot of, a lot of music on YouTube.
right, right. I'm gonna say it's actually pretty good, man. It's been a lot of changes because coming from when I started on YouTube, I started back in what 2007, 2008. So that was in the early stages of YouTube. So,
Hmm.
you know, everything seemed like it was a lot of stuff that they have now is they took a lot of stuff away. They don't have the
Yeah,
YouTube
it's a lot of
spotlight no more.
it's a lot of changes.
Restrictions, it's a lot of restrictions, but I built my foundation off of YouTube.
Hmm.
Yeah, so when I started posting, I started with a regular cheap camera, like a plain camera. Like it was, I think it was my mom's camera, and she recorded me, and that was my first video. But when I started to see like people's reaction to it,
Hmm.
I just kept going. And the type of people that were commenting and what they were saying, I was like, okay, so this one video is getting all this traffic. Let me post another one. You
Hmm.
know, I was still trying to find like my groove though. I was posting dancing videos and singing stuff in between, but yeah, so then I started posting the piano playing,
Out of
and it
the
grew off of that.
out of the videos that you did, the singing, dancing, and playing the piano, what would you say got the most traction? And you say, okay, let me do more of this. And since it's, this is getting me more exposure.
The piano playing, 100%, the piano playing,
Hmm.
and that goes back to what I was saying. So when I started, there wasn't really a lot of piano players. I mean, it was new, so everybody was still trying to figure out their groove on there.
Hmm.
So I came up at that time with me playing piano, and I was the only black guy really doing it. It was
Right.
Mike Colombo. He's another YouTuber that he's with So Def with Jermaine Dupri, but uh, it was me and him, and we were the only black people really on there that was posting our production and piano playing at that time. So it kind of grew because people, you know, they're not used to really seeing it that much, you know, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Since you being on YouTube and everything and being a producer, how has that, helped you to, elevate yourself, getting to that next level?
mm, it's helped a lot actually. One, it helped me build the confidence
Hmm.
posting a lot in front of people. So me doing that routine just made me develop a whole different, you know, a whole level of confidence, right?
Right.
Um, but it's helped a lot for me. Just meeting so many great people on that platform and helping others too, because I've helped a lot of people in life situations with just music. Um, it's gone a long way. I might not be the type of YouTuber that has like 12 million, but I have a good amount, like, you know, that can go a long way. That's solid.
Right.
So it's helped a lot, bro.
Have you have you produced any music for, I guess, for you it might be like just local artists?
Local artists. I did have a placement with Lloyd
Oh,
back
okay.
in 2018. Had a placement with Lloyd. The song is called Porcelain. So I did have a placement with him. Uh, but yeah, most of the time I'm working with a lot of like local artists, but still in the groove of doing my own thing. Also, still trying to, you know, get everything out with myself. So I'm kind of like in between the both of that, and producing music for other people's YouTubes, like their
Hmm.
YouTube channels and stuff. So because I've had YouTubers, they've used my music a lot in their videos, in their YouTube videos.
Have they ever given you, I guess, shout out or some type of credit or anything? Or
Hmm. Yeah, they have. They gave me shout outs, even if it's in the description. They've
hmm
gave me shout outs in there, or while the video is playing, before the video ends, they might have a little box with me playing wherever they because sometimes they'll take the music too. They'll take it from an older video and they'll use it
hmm
in their videos. So yeah, they give me credit, man, or they give me shout outs. They say my name. Thanks for A Major for letting me use this track in my videos, or I'll do it from scratch. Something that a lot of people don't know, but it's that music is floating around out there.
have you ever thought about doing, uh, I guess they call them jingles for like commercials?
Hmm. I thought about doing jingles for commercials because I really want to get into uh, TV and film, right?
hmm
That's really where I want to get into more the TV and film. There's nothing wrong with working with artists, but I feel like with TV and film, I have a little bit more freedom as far as the production is concerned, you
Yeah.
know? So I really want to get into that lane. And plus, like just imagine you hearing your song on TV on a theme song or on the scene and your music is played for years on
Yeah,
that
because
show or movie.
that's royalties.
That's royalties, yeah. So TV and film is that's the next step for me, for
Would you
sure.
ever dive into acting?
Hmm. Have I thought about it? Yes, absolutely. But I feel like, I mean, that's an art within itself too,
hmm
and I would have to kind of study that a little bit more before I kind of just dive into it, you know. But I thought about it because my cousin, he's into acting, so I thought about it. My cousins, they they're into acting, so I really thought about trying to do it. One of my cousins, she asked me, "Have you ever thought about getting into acting?" I said, "I don't know. I don't want to look stupid."
Yeah, I tried that. Oh, I wanted to do that a long time ago because I did screen tests and everything. And yeah, they wanted me to do a certain movie that had Robin Williams in it called Hook.
Ooh,
So you remember the little chubby boy?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the part they wanted me for.
Oh man,
But
damn.
my parents said no. They didn't want to send me with my uncle who lived in California.
I'm gonna tell you something since we're on that topic. So I missed probably three opportunities, right?
hmm
The first movie was in 1998, Taraji P Henson's first movie, right? I was 10 years old, and I know the director that did her first movie,
hmm
and I could have been in that movie with her, but I think I didn't pick up the phone or something
Oh,
at the time. Yeah, so I missed that opportunity. And then 2010, the Biggie movie that came out, right?
oh,
So at the job that I was at, one of the girls that I knew her mother. So her mother would always come up to me, "Have you ever thought about being in, acting?" I was like, no. She's like, "Well, I think you should consider it. You should come to Baltimore. They have auditions for the Biggie movie coming out or whatever." And I ignored it.
oh,
I said,
wow.
"No, look." I said, "Nah." I said, "I don't believe her. She just, I don't believe her." And what? A year later?
The
No, it was
movie came out.
2000. It was 2008 when she
Uh
told me.
huh.
The movie came out in 2010 or 2009, right? And then I said, "Damn, I could have been in that movie."
That could have been you, but you, I mean, you don't know what part they would have had you for. You could
I
have been
don't know.
somebody. You could have been somebody in the background.
And she knew the people too. She said, "I know the people." So yeah, at that time, I was just kind of like, I don't
Now back to YouTube. Um,
know. Okay,
how would have you ever been to the headquarters?
I've been to the headquarters. That was back in 2017, 2016, 2017, I believe.
Hmm.
And they reached out to me, invited me to go there. So I guess with all the content that I was putting up on my page, they actually sent me a message and they were like, we like what you're doing. We want to reach out to you and we want you to come to the headquarters. The headquarters was new at the time.
Hmm.
It was fresh. So um, I think they chose me out of uh, it was me and 14 other people that they chose, and they invited me. They flew me out there to New York. It's the headquarters on the East Coast in New York, and they flew me out there for a whole week to work with me and show me all these courses and everything, man. And that experience was dope.
Did they pay your room and board?
They paid everything. They paid look the Uber to get to the. They paid the hotel. Food was on them. Um, this laptop that I have right here
Oh, that's from
was
them.
on them. That's on them.
Oh shoot.
The B and H, the B and H gift card that they gave us, the money and stuff that they gave us, and they gave it to us so we can put towards production equipment.
Hmm.
And the only reason why I got a MacBook was because at the end of the week we had to show, um, we had to do a video and we had to kind of showcase it to everybody, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Everybody had Macs. I was the only person that had a PC,
Oh, so he's like, well, I gotta get. I guess I gotta get that Mac.
and I felt yeah because I was stuck. I didn't know how to like keep up with the Mac options and stuff, so it was kind of slower for me to work
Yeah.
on the Mac because I coming from PC all these years. So and I met some amazing YouTubers, bro. Like amazing YouTubers.
Are they still? I guess are they still popping now? Well, the ones
Yeah,
that you met.
yes. I'm they're still popping. Still popping. I met it was in a quick passing though. It was in a quick passing. Um Charlemagne the God, he was there. And Lily Sen. She goes by Superwoman. Lily Sen.
Hmm.
Yeah, she was there. And they had us sign autographs at the end of the week. They took headshots of all of us and we had to sign our headshot pictures. So now our pictures are on the
Oh,
YouTube
I
Wall
guess
of
like
Fame
a
in there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So
That's
you
dope.
are you're enshrined forever.
Yeah. I still have to go over to the LA headquarters though, but that's LA. That's gonna so
Have you
that'll
got
be cool though.
the infamous the what's that plaque that they send out
No, that's for when you reach
like a
uh
million subscribers or something?
no, there's one when you reach 100,000. I think it's 100,000 first. You get the smaller one, and then when you get a million, then you get like the bigger one, like the one that
Hmm.
looks like kind of like a diamond. So you get that
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm still reaching for that.
Of course, got to keep reaching for the good stuff.
I'm reaching for the stars, brother.
How is your your relationship with your parents and your family, since you've been doing music and doing YouTube and everything and being a producer?
Oh, they're supportive. They're supportive because I mean, again, it came from them. The music that they played, I followed that. So for them to see their child, doing music from a young age till now and still doing it, yeah, they supported 100%, 100%.
Cool, cool.
My parents, my
All right.
they
At this portion of the interview, I'm no. Go ahead, finish.
no, yeah, they support me 100%, dude. My mother, my dad, my sister, all supportive. My dad, he was the one that got me my first keyboard
Do you still have that first keyboard?
when I was 10 years old, dude.
You still got it? You still got it,
Mm,
don't you?
of course, of
I hope
course.
it
When I
still
was 10
works.
years old, it's the Casio CTK 5000. I remember the name. He got it for me. I didn't mess around with it as much. My sister used it more than me. And the
Hmm.
next thing you know, I took it from her, and then I started playing on it. And there we go.
And it was off to the races.
That's it.
Let's see. All right. At this portion of the interview, I got 5 questions.
Okay. I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
All right.
All right. Question one: who would you like to have a battle of composer wits?
Hmm. I'm going to have to say, man, because now we're getting into film and you know what? I'm going to say Brian Michael Cox. I'm going to say Brian Michael Cox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Uh,
see.
Film composers. I love Hans Zimmerman. He did the Batman soundtrack stuff. He did like Rain Man. He's been a part of a lot of big movie soundtracks.
What actor or actress would you like to work with when it comes to music?
Hmm. When it comes to music, who would I like to work with? Uh, Jamie Foxx. I'm gonna
Shout
say
out to Jamie Foxx. Get well soon.
yes, yes. Get well, brother. But I'm definitely gonna say Jamie Foxx because he's real talented, and I mean we all can see that. I mean he played Ray. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
you played Ray. That's a hard character to play.
Like when he does his music, he goes well, not even music, but any project he puts his all into it.
Hmm. He sure does. And Jennifer Hudson, I would like to work with her too because she's dope. Hmm.
Let's see. If you could work with anyone in the industry that you haven't named earlier, who else would you like to work with?
Sierra, I want to work with Sierra. I would work with uh, hmm, I want to work with Chris Brown, um, Wale, J Cole, Usher, for sure. Usher, I'm gonna throw him in there. And I know it might sound. I want to work with Tank. I want to work with Tank because he's he's still doing his R&B and he's trying to keep it alive. So
Yeah, because
and
R and
that
B has been looks like it's been dying out.
man, you got to go on Apple Music to find up and coming artists or people that you haven't heard just to
Hmm.
hear great music. So yeah, I'm gonna say I can go on forever, dude, with that.
All right. What is your favorite pastime?
Pastime.
Hmm. Stuff that's like outside of music.
Oh, um, I like to I like to work out. I like to work out for sure. I love bowling. So if somebody wants to play me in bowling, I'm down for that. Uh, hmm. I don't know, and I kind of like I like to read, man. I like
Yeah,
to
there's
read.
a lot of people don't really, you know, go into, doing reading nowadays. More people are doing with the audiobooks and just listening.
Right, exactly. That's the new thing.
Because reading, like it's become somewhat of like a lost art, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because you got
Yeah.
other things to occupy your time, so you don't really, you're like, oh,
Mm,
I don't feel like reading. I got audiobooks. I can watch TV, listen to music, play games. I don't want to read this book.
right, right. I mean, and then you got tablets, so they're like reading books and stuff on their phones, tablets, that kind of thing.
Hmm. All right, where would you like to, you know, travel if you had the option to go anywhere in the world?
Hmm. I'm gonna say, hmm. I'm gonna say Spain. I want to go to Spain, and I kind of do want to go to China. I know that might sound a little funny, but
No, shoot, I want to
you
go to
know,
Japan. God dang it.
yeah, Japan because the way they live out there, they live in a fantasy world. So the stuff that they do over there, we can learn that's it's dope,
Hmm.
you know? Technology. Plus they design all the clothes.
Yeah, that's where a lot of our stuff and ideas come from.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, I got a bonus question for you. How
Uh-oh.
would you speak to somebody and want to get them you know into being a producer, learning music, sometimes not even playing the piano, but doing some type of other instrument or something? How would you explain to somebody who's a beginner on how to get into the music industry, or independent route?
Uh I would say well first when it comes to playing the instrument, I would say take your time. First take your time and with the resources that people have now, you have the resources because you have YouTube to study theory,
Hmm.
but so you can learn by yourself. That's how I learned. I learned a lot by just locking myself in a room and just getting my fingers accustomed to the instrument and trying to play what I heard on TV. You know, so that's
Hmm.
how I That's how I learned to play. Um, so just take your time. You know, it's all about just taking your time. Don't rush it. Just take your time. Kind of take the time to learn uh, the instrument, learn everything, because the resources are here. I mean, even for social media and all these platforms, it's there. You know,
Hmm.
because I started from scratch, and that's how I built the foundation from zero, and built the foundation now. So it
Because
can
now we
happen.
have, you know, tutorial videos on how to play a guitar, how to play a piano, how to play anything, how to, you know, put
Anything,
put a house together. And a long
anything.
time ago, before YouTube, we had nothing.
We had nothing. We
We
had
had to
nothing.
just go off of, I think this may go this way.
Yeah, and that goes back to what I said earlier. When I started YouTube, remember it was only a select few people.
Hmm.
So me coming up with the guy I was telling you about at the time, it was just really like us that were doing it at the time. So you just never know, you know. You got
Yeah,
Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Twitter. So social media is like the streets. It's just online.
yeah.
Random people, you don't know them. You know some people, but it's just like the streets. Connect the
And then
same
it's
way.
still, you know, it comes with good and bad. So it's,
Good and
you know,
good
yeah,
and
social media is a double-edged sword. Like
good and bad.
I always tell people, I say if social media was around when I was coming up in high school, middle school, I don't know, you know, how I would be now.
I don't know. Oof. If social media was out back in the day, I don't know. That would be crazy. Well, we had Black Planet.
That was shoot. I remember Black Planet. Black Planet, that was
We're,
the go-to. Oh, we
yeah,
had Yahoo Chat,
Yahoo Chat. Yeah, that was the way to do it.
AOL.
AOL. Yep. Oof. Yeah, we telling the age. We telling the age.
uh
But I
yeah,
would
they
say I'm going to say that for sure, man. Just uh, study the resources. Just take your time, man, and just be confident when you'll develop the confidence the more that you post and the more that you get into what you're doing.
hmm.
You'll develop confidence off of that, because once you get past that first part, that I don't know, or that scary feeling, once you get past that first thing, boom, you good. But you got to keep it going though.
Now, as we in this interview, do you have anything you want to plug? Any shout outs or anything?
Shout out to my boy Jason Thompson for bringing me on here to this stream, man. That's a good look, brother. And I appreciate you for doing this. You didn't have to, but you took the time out of your day to reach out to me and get me on here. I know I missed the first time, but
Yeah.
yeah. But you doing your thing, man, and I can't wait to see how everything takes off for you. You know, so just keep doing your thing. Um, give a shout out to I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me for a long time up until now. I want to give a shout out to everybody.
Hmm.
Thank you for supporting A Major, and yeah, more stuff on the way.
More stuff on the way. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. This has been episode 3 of the Fresh Blurred Air podcast. This is Black Thanos with A Major, and we're signing out. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.